Hey, Warren here. Just a quick video to share something with you that I was thinking about this morning. I get a lot of messages where, especially from like beginners, students, and they will ask questions like, how do I know what chord to use at this part of the song? How do I know what runs to use? How do I know what rhythm to use in particular songs? How do I know if my accompaniment style is fitting for the song? I get a lot of these questions. And so I just wanted to shoot a quick video to talk about how I deal with this, how I've thought about it, and how you should think about it. And it's simple. You want to think about music the same way you think about food. Now, what am I talking about with that analogy? We all have different tastes, right? If someone gives you something and say, hey, taste this. You're not then going to think of sort of a famous chef or food reviewer and think of, well, would they like this? No, you're going to rely on your own likeness, your own instinct, the things that naturally taste good to you without any outside influence. So you're going to taste something and you're going to say, too salty, too sweet, too spicy, right? Or not salty enough, not spicy enough, not sweet enough. You rely on your own taste. And so this person might like something more sweet. This person might like something more salt. You might like something more spicy. The other person might like something like less spicy. And that's completely fine. Nobody's going to belittle you for not wanting something sweet or for not wanting something spicy. Our musical taste changes over time, just like how our food changes over time. Personally, for me, as I get older, I realize my tolerance for anything sweet is just, when I was younger, give me all the sugar. So your diet or sort of your food preferences changes over time. Likewise, your musical taste changes over time. And so the point that I'm trying to make is that instead of looking for external sources, for external affirmation to say, use this chord at this verse on this note, do this run at this specific line in this song, you can only use this accompaniment pattern here. You've been taught that you always need to look outside of yourself for ideas and not realizing that, hey, do you know that you have a musical preference? Do you know that you have a musical taste? And that was a revelation for me a few years ago when I realized that the more I relied on what felt good to me, what sounded good to me, the better I played, the more I like the stuff that I was playing. But not only that, the more people appreciate what I was playing. People would say, man, that sounded good. I like the way you do that. Hey, can you show me what you were doing there? And a lot of those ideas, a lot of the things I was doing is not that I picked that up from somebody else. I'm just constantly listening to my inner voice that's saying, do this here, try that there, right? And so that's the challenge I want to leave with you guys today. When you're playing, when you're practicing, I'm not saying you can't get ideas from other people. You can't learn from other established musicians. I still learn from musicians every day. But I've also grown to realize that I have a musical voice, a musical thought. I have a musical likeness. And the more I tap into that and realize that, the better I play, the more creative I can play. Because the reality is the things you learn from YouTube, from me, from other musicians, a lot of that stuff won't stay. Like the specifics, the exact note, the exact rhythm, a lot of that stuff you'll forget within a week. What stays is the inspiration. When you see me do something, what does it inspire you to do? And that inspiration is what stays. And that's what you need to tap into. That inspiration helps you to pull on your own inner voice, right? So that's the challenge for you today. Start to rely on your own musical tastes. Before you ask someone, what should I do here? Try a bunch of stuff and then say, what sounds good to me? Which of these did I like? What did I not like? Because at the end of the day, you have to make those decisions for yourself if you want to be a better player. And the more you check in with yourself to find out, did I like that? Did I not like that? And it's important to be honest. I play things all the time that I'm like, no, totally failed on that one. I don't like it. And if I don't like it, I change it. I don't care what anybody else is saying. Because you may play something and somebody may like it. But in your heart, I don't like it. Don't settle. Right? And so if we're constantly trying to please the audience and trying to play what we think people want us to play or sound the way we think we should sound, you're robbing yourself of your own musicality, your own musical growth. So, do that going forward. Check in with yourself more. And over time, as your musical skills develop and grow, so is your own musical taste. Right? Your musical taste will also evolve to like more things. As you're learning more things, you learn more chords, more licks, more lines, more run, it will influence your own musical voice. And the more you tap into that, that's how you develop your own sound, and that's how you will continue to grow as a musician. All right? Have a blessed Easter weekend, and talk soon.